Good morning and happy holidays. Today is a chilly December 12th. My name is Crispy Snow and you are watching Frosty Headlines. We have a lot of important things to get to this morning. So let's begin with the weather.
Subbing in for Snowflake. Pray for him. He was hit on the head with a giant candy cane. But anyway, let's get to the weather. All week, day and night, it will be below 42 degrees, so get your coats. Yeah. With traffic, there was a candy cane that fell and blocked the road somewhere along this way. Yeah, on the workshop, there was a storm that hit there, so pray for those elves over there. Yeah, and Polar Peak, it's doing great, sunny, good for some photos if you want to go over there. And North Pole City is a great place to go to right now. And back to the desk with more news.
Thank you, Weather. Breaking news! Cooper the Bandit is in a high-speed police chase, speeding down Peppermint Lane after he robbed a neighboring city and was fighting elves. 4 elves are hospitalized and 7 more are injured. If you have any information of any robberies or elf beatings, please report it to the NPPD. As you know, it is a very important time of the year. It is election time. Next up, the candidates of this year's Santa election debate one-on-one with each other. Today we bring in Santa. Today we have some very special guests. As you know, the North Pole elections are coming up, and undecided voters are questioning who they should vote for. So in order to sway voters, we have brought both candidates to debate. Now, introducing Santa Claus. Come in, Santa. Oh, wait.
You will pay less taxes under my administration, and I will produce more presents than you've ever seen in your life. Those allegations are false. I pay my workers for what they are worth. It is not rigged. The only reason I've been elected for the last 250 years is because I'm the best Santa Claus ever.
If all the elves rise up and vote for me, Pepper Snap, we can fix these harsh working conditions. We can fix the way that Santa treats us. If you vote for me to be the next Santa, I promise you better working hours, more candy canes, better chocolate milk.
Quick. Who are you going to be voting for this election?
This election, I'll be voting for Pepper Snap because he wants to make the North Pole great again. He has been undermining us and underpaying us for the past 10 years. I can't even feed my family nowadays.
Who are you voting for this election, my friend?
I'm voting for Santa.
Why?
Because I hate short people.
Who are you voting for this election? Santa.
Because a group of elves beat up my dad.
Today, we have some very special guests. As you know, the North Pole elections are coming up, and undecided voters are questioning who they should vote for. So in order to sway voters, we have brought both candidates to debate with each other. First up is the currently elected Santa, who has been the ruler of the North Pole for over 250 years.
Ho, ho, ho.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And now for the elf that has received extreme praise from the residents in the North Pole, promising to raise the pay for elf workers and get better working conditions in the toy factory. We bring in Pepper Snap. Welcome, welcome.
Hi. Hi.
Okay. This is the first time they are able to debate one-on-one, so let's try and squeeze as many questions as we can. Starting off with the first question for Santa. Santa, you have been accused by your workers of underpaying them for their hard work for way too long. And we received other complaints about unsatisfactory working conditions and and all the bad stuff that you don't want to hear. What is your response?
So, first of all, I want to make it clear, I don't think I underpay my workers at all. I think I pay for what they're worth. You know, if they make $1 a toy, and I think that's enough, you know, to cover the groceries. You know, we're kind of little people, so we don't really need that much to eat. And to cover, you know, like the working conditions, you know, we have rules in place. You know, if they don't follow them, if they get hurt, it's not my fault because they didn't follow the rules, you know?
Right. Pepperstone?
I think it's blasphemy.
Let's hear it.
$1 a toy. You know how long it takes to make a toy? It takes about an hour per toy because we really put our hearts into these toys. And you're telling me we only get $1 a toy? How are we going to feed our kids? On top of that, you do not turn on the heater. It's like 30 degrees outside. What do you expect us to? We're freezing out here. We're dying. Like, what does he expect from us?
Thank you. Well, wait, what the? Okay, what's one step you'll take in what is one step you will take to change the lives of all the elves that are currently living in poverty?
First off, increase pay. Why are we in poverty? No payment. Second off, turn on the freaking heater. Like, I don't get it. Also, I would disperse food better because this man only eats cookies. Like, look how big this dude is. All he does is sit there and eat cookies all day, bro. Like, it's insane.
He's not wrong.
Can I just respond on that real quick?
Yeah, I'll let you.
So, you know, you questioned on like the how cold it is in the factories.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's just part of a job, and you know, it's what they gotta do. You know, you gotta work through it. And I don't know why you're coming on my belly like that. You know, I get really hungry really fast. You know.
You sit around and eat cookies.
I don't think that's not true at all.
Also, you have the heater turned on in your house, so why can't it be turned on in the factories?
No, say that. If you were to be reelected, what's the first step that you would take in getting all the elves that are currently living in poverty out of it?
You know, I think maybe if they're living in poverty, you know, maybe they can go somewhere that's cheaper. Maybe not the North Pole, you know. Maybe we can just move out of here.
Do you have anything to say about that?
How does that fix poverty?
Because we're not here anymore.
Then you're not gonna have
if we
workers.
get rid of the people that are in poverty here.
So you're saying getting rid of the problem is a solution?
Exactly.
Then the problem is you, so we should just get rid of you.
I don't think that's true at all.
I think that's 100% true.
How would you fix it?
Getting rid of you, replacing you. We need a new Santa, because you're not cutting it.
Really? Like, what changes will we make to we
Stop
don't really
spending so much money on cookies.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
The factory there make very delicious cookies. I bet you couldn't even resist it.
We make the cookies.
Have you tasted the ones
No,
that?
because you keep eating them.
Before things get too heated, guys, thank y'all so much. I can tell you are both very passionate about what y'all speak on.
Yeah.
One more than other. Now for our last question, how are you going to make the North Pole better as a whole?
Better as a whole, you know, I said it like before, like we can get rid of the poor people, keep the rich, and you know, I think that would, you know, just overall boost how we look in the public eye of everyone else that doesn't live here.
Would you make reindeers a little more accessible to the, elves? Because, a lot of them walk from the city.
You know, if we really don't, the reindeers I don't think are that expensive at all. You know, if they don't pay for them, you know, they have to deal with it.
Thank you very much for, Thank you to our candidates for coming out and to our show. Upcoming election lasting December 25th.